We're going to take our right leg, bend it, and bring it towards the front of our mat. Let's have our knee right at the crease of our wrist. The foot will be towards the long end of the mat. We're going to have it nice and parallel. And then our back leg, let's straighten our foot, have our glutes, our foot, our hips in one line, and go ahead and square your hips forward. Okay, so we're going to go into our pigeon pose. It's a really great hip opener. So let's inhale up, exhale down onto your forearms, interlace your hands, and let's bring the forehead to the mat. Relax your shoulders. Breathe here. Use your Ujjayi breath. Take one more deep inhale and exhale. Go ahead and walk yourself up. Now we're going to bring the right foot a little closer to the groin, which is going to bring the top of your knee closer to, or more forward to the mat. But it's also going to open our hips up. So our hips are going to open to the long side of the mat. So what we're going to do is go into our mermaid pose. So we're going to bend our left leg, grab onto the left foot. So at this point, your right hand is rooted down. This is our half mermaid, but we want to go into the full pose. So you're going to take your left foot, put it into your elbow crease, and lift your left hand up. I'm going to take my right arm, reach it behind my neck, and interlock my hands together to complete the link. Breathe here. Engage your core. Engaging your core helps with your stability here. Breathing into your mermaid pose. One more breath. Go ahead and gently release your leg down. Now let's take that left leg, swing it towards the front. And we're going to keep our right leg bent. Flex our left foot. We're going to take our forehead to knee pose. So we're going to square our hips. Sit down on your glutes. Inhale up long. Exhale and lengthen. Grab onto your foot. Now if you need to bend your knee to get your forehead down to your leg, that is totally fine. Our goal is going to be to straighten our leg. So we're going to inhale and exhale, fold. Knee, head to knee, forehead to knee. So what that does is it really helps with stimulating your pituitary gland. It also helps with your metabolic rate, which is great. Let's go ahead and come up. All right, we're going to leave our right leg bent. Point your left toes. Right arm behind you. Up into our modified wild thing. It's a great time for affirmations, so think about surrendering, opening your chest, surrendering yourself to your practice, to your peace of mind. Go ahead and calm down. Now we're going to repeat this on the other side. So go ahead and swing your legs behind you, and we're going to come back into our downward facing dog. All right, we're going to take our left leg this time and bend it in front of us. Left knee, left wrist crease. Left foot towards the long edge, parallel with the mat. Right leg in one straight line. Foot, leg, glute, hips forward. All right, we're going to go ahead and inhale up. Exhale onto your forearms. Interlace your hands and bring your forehead to the mat. Our pigeon pose. Release and relax your shoulders. Energize your back leg. And breathe here. Using your Ujjayi breath will keep your breath nice and steady. Also helps you sink deeper into your pose. One more breath. Let's go ahead and come up and go into our mermaid pose. So bring your foot more towards the groin, top of the leg, towards the front of the mat. We're going to open our hips up towards the long side of our mat. Let's bend the right leg, grab on to the right foot. Our left arm is down. Then we're going to take our left foot into our right elbow crease. Bring your right arm up. Bring the left around behind your head and link your fingers together. This completes your link for your mermaid. Engage your core. Breathe here. One more breath. Okay, gently release your leg. Let's go ahead and swing your right leg in front. Keep your left leg bent. Engage your leg, flex your foot. Now we're going to do our head to knee pose. And again, bending your leg is fine. Practice makes progress, so be where you are. So we're going to go ahead and inhale, exhale, grab onto your foot, and exhale down. Release your shoulders, relax your shoulders. Let's breathe here. One more deep breath. Go ahead and come up. Leave your left leg bent. Point your right toes. Left arm behind you and up into wild thing. Again, let's think about surrendering. Surrendering to let us have peace of mind, peace of spirit, and be physically strong. Go ahead and lower down. All right, let's turn our body to the front of our mat. We're going to come into our wide leg forward fold. So go ahead and place your legs out nice and wide on your mat. Root down in your sits bones, hips square. So we want our toes to come towards us. We never want our feet to fall forward and not have our legs engaged. We want to have our legs nice and engaged. We want to bring our toes towards us. So there's a couple things we can do here. I like to start with stretching from side to side in order to get deep into our forward fold. So let's go ahead and stretch over to the right side. Grab on to your foot. Bring your head down towards your knee. Let's inhale and exhale to the left. Inhale, exhale to the right. Inhale, last time on the left. All right, that should let us go ahead and go deeper into our stretch. So let's inhale, exhale. You can come down onto your forearms. You can stay here. You can grab onto your feet and come down. Breathe here. You've hinged at the hips. Make sure you're nice and strong. Your back is flat. Couple more breaths here. One more. Let's roll ourselves up. All right, let's take our legs and point them towards the front of your mat. We're going to do our seated forward bend. So with our seated forward bend, again, if you need to bend your knees, that is fine. Our goal is to get our chest and our belly down onto our thighs and our head to our knees. We're going to take our peace fingers, wrap them around our toes, and on an inhale, we lengthen. On an exhale, we fold. Let's stay here for a couple breaths. Get deeper into our fold. Go ahead and come up. All right, from here we're going to go ahead and place our hands down and let's scoot our bum towards our ankles. Okay. So we're going to go into a bridge pose. So bridge pose, if you have a block, it's nice to use a block if you have any hip issues at all, or if you have sciatica, you can place this right on your sacrum, and you can always use this as your lift, as your bridge lift. If you don't want to use a block, or if you don't have any issues, then that's fine as well. So we'll root our feet down into our mat. Let's take our shoulders and roll them and interlace our hands behind our glutes. All right, we're going to inhale, lift up, breathe here. Legs are strong, feet are rooted down, glutes are engaged. Try not to turn your head from side to side. Breathe here. Go ahead and release your hands and slowly lower down vertebrae by vertebrae. And you can windmill your knees from side to side. All right, we're going to go into our wheel pose. So for wheel, we're going to stay in the same position with our feet rooted down, our hips square. Take your hands and point your fingers towards your toes. And a lot of times our elbows will splay out, so keep your elbows in towards your ears. It'll help you propel yourself up. So we're going to inhale and lift up into wheel pose. You can stay here. You can also extend your legs in front of you. This is the full wheel pose, but staying here is totally fine as well. Let's lower down very gently, one vertebrae at a time. Okay, let's go ahead and windmill our legs. Okay, stay where you are. We're going to take our legs and lift them up. Again, if you need a block here, that is totally fine, and it's a great thing you can do. You can place it right underneath your sacrum and bring your legs up this way. I tend to not use a block. You can put your legs physically against a wall, or you can just go ahead and bring your legs up the wall like this. And we're going to go ahead and bring one hand to our heart, one hand to our belly. And let's breathe here. Legs up the wall is great for circulation. It's really great for our lymphatic system. And some even say it's great for insomnia. So it's something to definitely try out if you suffer from insomnia. Okay, go ahead and release. Now we're going to take our hands, we're going to lift our hips up and place our hands at the small of our back and bring our legs up to the sky. Again, don't turn your head from side to side. This is a great shoulder stand, something we probably did when we were little. And this shoulder stand, we're going to take it a little bit further. We're going to go into deaf man's pose. So for deaf man's pose, we're just going to bend the legs and bring the knees close to the ears and leave your hands down flat on the mat. And stay here. And breathe. Go ahead and gently roll yourself back. Go ahead and grab onto your toes And let's rock from side to side. And happy baby. With happy baby, it's fun to extend one leg out. Sometimes extend both legs out. And rock from side to side. And bend your legs. It's great hip opening. Great for your sacral chakra. You can stay here as long as you need. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and bring our legs down. Since we're already in our supine position on our back, we are going to get a further stretch in our legs. So let's interlace our hands, our right over our left, and pull your right leg, flex both feet, pull that right leg into your shoulder. Now go ahead and bend your left leg as well. Take your left hand, pull your right leg towards the left, extend your right arm and look towards your right. Nice supine twist. Go ahead and release. Straighten both legs. Now we're going to do it on your other side. So go ahead and bend your left knee. This time place your left hand on top of your right. Pull your knee in, flex your feet. Breathe here. Go ahead and bend your right leg. Take your right hand, pull your leg towards the right, point your hand and your arm towards the left and look to the left and get a supine twist. Go ahead and roll out. Let's take our legs and put the soles of our feet together into a butterfly position. Go ahead and place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart again. And stretch here. Breathing into the pose. Go ahead and release. Let's straighten our legs. Let's lift our arms above our head and grab onto our elbows and place our arms above our head. We're going to do our banana stretches. So go ahead and cross your left leg over your right. And let's stretch towards the right. Banana stretch towards the right. The fun, really feel good stretch. Go ahead and back to center. Let's uncross our legs. Let's cross our right leg over. And let's lean towards the left. Do our banana shape towards the left. Go ahead and come back. All right, let's go ahead and release our arms. And we tend to move around our mat during our practice. So let's go ahead and get into a really comfortable spot on our mat. We're going to do our final pose, our final relaxation, which is our corpse pose, our Shavasana. So for Shavasana, we want to be as relaxed as we can. We just had an intense practice, and now we are resting. We're coming into our final rest pose. So go ahead and let your legs just open up as much as feels comfortable. Let your arms do the same. Roll your shoulders down and back. Palms facing up towards the sky. You can always tilt your pelvis up just a bit to get your back down onto the mat. And we want to rest here. Let's try and leave all of the troubles, all of the worries, all of the concerns, all of our to-do lists. Let's leave all of those. Put them in a box, put them over there. We're going to be still and in the present moment and give ourselves the gift of relaxation. Breathe here for a couple minutes. Make sure you're taking deep inhales and deep exhales. Let's go ahead and start to wiggle our toes. Wiggle your fingers. Maybe do some wrist twists. Ankle twists. Go ahead and bend your legs, bringing your heels closer to your glutes. You can wiggle your legs from side to side. Go ahead and take your arms, wrap them around your knees. So we can roll from side to side here. Let's go ahead and roll onto your favorite side into a fetal position. And go ahead and come back up to a seated position on the mat. You can come into just regular cross legs. You can come to half lotus. You can come into full lotus pose here. Whatever feels comfortable for you. Let's go ahead and bring our arms up, our hands into our heart center, into Namaskar. And I want to thank everybody for joining me in class today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you come back. And I want to say namaste.